All right, so welcome everyone to this deep dive.
Yeah.
We're doing things a bit differently today. You know how everyone always says, like, stay ahead of the curve when it comes to pop culture?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of our mission today, right?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
just, like, give everybody this ultimate download of what's going on. So, you're not just in the loop,
hmm
you're, like, leading the conversation.
Absolutely. And I think the structure you've laid out for us today really lends itself to that.
Oh, yeah.
Taking a look at what's trending now and then really spotlighting something specific,
Right.
like a little throwback moment,
Oh, love it.
getting some fan questions and predictions, and then of course kind of looking ahead. It's like a really great way to kind of like map out the whole landscape.
Exactly, exactly. So you've given me some really awesome articles about what's trending this week.
Okay.
And I think there's a couple things that really stand out.
Right.
One of them is this whole 90s fashion thing coming back
Oh,
in like music videos and album art.
uh-huh.
I think that's so interesting. I mean, obviously, everything in pop culture is cyclical.
Right, right. It always comes back around.
But I'm curious, what do you think is like noteworthy about how it's coming back this time?
I think what's really fascinating is that it's not just like a straight revival.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just like everyone's in flannel and Doc Martens again.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. Like we're seeing those baggy silhouettes from the 90s, but they're being paired with like these really sleek futuristic accessories.
Yeah.
And we're seeing bold colors coming back, but with kind of like a more muted, sophisticated palette.
That's good.
So it's almost like we're yearning for that simpler time,
Right.
but with like a 2020s filter on
I see.
and I think that speaks to a larger cultural shifts. Like maybe we want the comfort of the familiar, but we also can't escape the complexities of the world we live in now.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. We're kind of like remixing the past,
Right, exactly.
taking the best parts and making it something new. Okay, so another thing that's trending is this indie film that just came out.
Okay.
And I mean, the numbers are huge.
Yeah.
The box office is like blowing up.
Wow.
What do you think is going on there? Like, why is it resonating so much?
Well, I think the box office numbers are definitely impressive,
Right.
but what's even more interesting is the social media buzz.
Wow.
It's like sparked all these conversations about really important social issues.
Oh, I see.
And it's also, it has such a diverse cast.
Right.
So it's really resonating with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And the critics are raving about it.
Oh, wow.
They're saying it's original and authentic.
Okay.
So it seems like it's really tapped into something.
Yeah.
It's not just entertainment. It's almost like a cultural moment.
I like that. And this is kind of a good segue
Okay.
to our Spotlight of the Week segment.
Right.
So, when we're thinking about, what's going to be a good spotlight topic,
Uh-huh.
it seems like we're looking for something with that kind of impact, right?
Absolutely. It's about understanding the why behind the what.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter if it's a movie or a celebrity or even, like a social movement.
Right.
A good spotlight topic should have depth and breadth.
Okay. So it can't just be like, this celebrity went to the grocery store.
Right, exactly. It has to be something that can give us like a glimpse into, larger cultural trends, maybe societal values,
Okay.
and even like the evolving dynamics of the entertainment industry itself.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take a celebrity, for example.
Okay.
We could look at, what they're doing, like the ventures that they're involved in.
Right.
Are they aligning themselves with brands that kind of match their values?
Mm.
Are they using their platform to advocate for things? Right. Social change.
Exactly. Or we can even look at the specifics. Like what impact are these ventures actually having on their industry,
Right.
on their fans? Are they breaking new ground? Are they challenging conventions? Those are the questions that can really elevate the segment from just like observation.
Right. Just kind of reporting the news.
Exactly.
To
right.
really understanding what's going on.
Yeah. To like insightful analysis.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So speaking of looking back, let's jump into the pop culture time machine.
Right.
And I think, we said we talk about the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking about all those iconic boy bands and girl groups.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how could we not, right? They're such a huge part of that era.
Totally. And they paved the way, I think, in so many ways for like contemporary pop music.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
What do you think would be fun to like explore about that?
Well, I think it'd be really cool to analyze like their music videos
Oh yeah.
and their fashion choices and even their marketing strategies.
Right.
And you know what would be really fascinating?
All right.
To like trace the evolution of fandom
Yeah.
from, like back then it was all about fan clubs and like, posters in your bedroom.
Right. Yeah.
And now it's all about social media and stan culture.
Totally. Yeah. It's a whole different world.
Right. So how has that relationship between artists and fans changed in the digital age?
Oh, that's a really, really good question.
Hmm.
And that actually brings us to our next segment,
Okay.
which is fan Q&A and predictions.
Right.
I have a feeling that with all this 90s nostalgia coming back,
Mm.
that people are going to have some questions about, how that's affecting the music of today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, are we going to see like a full-on resurgence of the boy bands and girl groups?
Right? Like, are they gonna make a comeback?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down for that. And also, are artists kind of taking those 90s sounds and those visuals
Mhm.
and putting their own spin on it?
Yeah, yeah. Are we going to see like, the fashion trends come back full force, or is it just going to be like a little nod here and there?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like we're almost like detectives,
Okay.
We're looking for clues about the past to figure out the future.
Exactly. And speaking of the future, that leads us perfectly into what to look forward to next week.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, we've talked a lot about how, pop culture kind of goes in cycles, right?
Mhm.
And that we can look to the past to understand the present.
Mhm.
But I think it's really important to kind of emphasize that staying ahead of the curve
Yes.
isn't just about like knowing what's cool.
Right.
It's about understanding like these bigger shifts that are happening.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
about understanding ourselves
Yeah.
and the world around us. Like if a certain genre of music is gaining popularity
Oh, interesting.
or a type of film, maybe it's a reflection of a collective desire for something.
Okay, yeah.
Like maybe escapism or social commentary or even just a yearning for something new.
Yeah, yeah.
Paying attention to those shifts can be really, really illuminating.
So it's like it's not just about staying in the loop.
No,
It's about understanding who we are
exactly.
and where we're headed.
It's a reflection of who we are as a society.
Yeah.
So, listener, I'm going to leave you with this. How do you think these pop culture trends can give us insights into the things that we all care about?
Ooh. That's a good one.
What trends have you noticed, and what do you think they reveal about our current cultural landscape?
Ooh, I love that. So until next time, everyone, keep on diving into the fascinating world of pop culture. We want to hear from you, so let us know your thoughts.